All right, y'all already know what it is. It's Sunday, chest day. We here at Groundwork Strength. Yo, we got a whole crew in the building. We about to have to run 2 benches today. Y'all make sure y'all check this one out. Let me know what you think. Follow 216 Muscle on YouTube. We got the banging videos coming.
That ain't funny, but that's fucked up.
Woo! Right. So we started today's workout with a warm-up. I usually go through some push-ups, then I hit the bar for a quick set, then I hit 135 for a quick set of 15. Now we're getting up into our working weights, jumping up to 225. Not too many reps. We're not trying to tax ourselves because we're working up to a 1 rep max today. So you just want to get the muscles moving, get everything warmed up, and make sure that you're safe for your lifts. So Q here gonna do a quick pause. Again, that's just stretching out the muscles, everything like that before he rep out with his 225. Just everybody got different ways of warming up, man. Again, it's just about getting the muscles prepared, to be injury free as we start getting into some heavier weight. So as we start getting into the heavier weight here, safety first, clamps on the bar, spotter helping with the lift off. A lot of shoulder injuries in the bench press comes during the lift off because the bar is up over your face. It's an awkward position for the shoulders. So have a lift off, man. Make sure you got a spotter. Safety first when you start getting into that heavy weight in the gym.
Bang, shots fired, pain is what you desire. The pen is mightier than
Notice we're not getting into a lot of heavy reps here. Again, we're just building up to a 1 rep max. You don't want to fatigue the muscles too much. You just want to make sure they're warmed up and ready to go. So you're getting into that heavy 1 rep max. You don't want to shorten what you can do because you wore yourself out building up to that point.
so you wanna start a war. My God. is what you desire. If the pen is mightier than the sword, then how do we get here, my God? My God. Troya on the track. So you wanna start a war? Troya on the track.
Woo! We in here lifting, baby. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Let's go. It's an easy 365. Easy 365. Boom in here playing that love making music, man. What the fuck is going on? We gotta turn that shit off for this one. Let's go.
I was cheering you up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo! Let's go. All right, turn that bullshit back on.
Then how do we get here, my God? My God. Troya on the track. So you wanna start a war? My God. So you wanna start a war? My God.
So I'm on that quest to get back to 4 plates. I honestly ain't hit 4 plates in 4 years. Last time was like 2016 when I was still competing in powerlifting. I got into a car accident that year. Found out I had arthritis in both my shoulders. My doctors told me stop bench pressing, stop overhead pressing, all that. I wasn't going to stop, but I did back off of it a little bit. So I haven't been going super heavy with my bench or pushing myself to my limits with my bench, but I've changed my nutrition. The arthritis is much better now, under control. It doesn't flare up or anything on me. So now it's just getting my central nervous system used to the heavier weights again. Last week I had a complete fail at 385. This week I was able to do the 385 assisted. I had that 405 by the end of August, so we coming for it. Let's go. All right, we had 2 cats in the gym today. Went for that 405. My dog Big O came through for the first time for chest day. Been trying to get him out for a minute now. Throw that 405 on the bench, and you know it's work. So you get that good press up off the chest. Now you see the spot here where he's sticking just a little bit. Notice I'm not taking the weight from him. All I'm doing is guiding the bar to make sure he stays in line so he can still feel the weight, but I'm just making sure he doesn't sway too far forward or too far back so he can get a good press on the weight. D, Mr. Groundwork Strength himself, going for his 405. His goal right now, he's shooting for 455. I think he want to get back up to 500 by the end of the year. So he's working on explosiveness. So you'll see this 405 comes up off the chest quick, and he's basically throwing it into the rack. So what that's doing is that's just working on the explosive movement on the weight. So you getting past the sticking points and everything like that. So now we got a central nervous system overload. Again, my goal is to get back to 4 plates, 405. So we put the 4 plates on the bar. You're going to lift it off. You're going to take it down slow. The purpose of this is to get the central nervous system, the joints, and the muscles used to feeling that weight. At the bottom of the rep, they're going to snatch a plate off each side, and then I'm going to just get as many reps as I can with 315. Next, we moved on to rack presses or dead bench, whichever one you want to call it. So basically, you put the racks up on the bench, so you're pressing from the sticking point. You want the bar at least, 2 to 4 inches above your chest, so that you're pressing from the point where most people fail on their bench. What this is doing is forcing you to break through that plateau of where you're getting stuck. So you want a weight that you can handle, but you're just dead pressing it from a stop. Every time you come down after a rep, you don't want any bounce. You want to set the weight down, let it sit so that it's a dead weight, and then you're pressing up from that position. Next, we move to incline dumbbell press. You want to work with a fairly heavy weight here. Cass was going anywhere from 10 reps to 15 reps to 20 reps, whatever you could handle with a fairly heavy weight. At this point of the workout, after working up to a 1 rep max on the bench, after going through the dead presses, you're pretty burned out at this point. So what you're doing now is you're working on accessory work. You're going to feel it in your shoulders. You're going to feel it in your lats. You're going to feel it in your triceps. All of the muscles that tend to fail when your chest goes out, those are the muscles that you want to kick in to help you get through those heavy bench presses. I topped out at 115 today on the dumbbell incline press. I think I hit like 8-9 reps. Notice my spotter with the heavier weight with the dumbbells. All I really needed to do was just make sure they're steady up at the top and watch me on the reps. Some people like the weight spot at the wrist or the weight itself. I prefer it at the elbows because then you're not taking the weight from me. All you're doing is just giving a little push at the top. So you'll see here on my last rep as I'm sticking, he just gave a little push at the elbow, and then that's it. That's how you get those last reps out.
Now stop. Stop going all the way up. Look, stop creating that momentum right here. Triceps. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, that should make a difference when you do it right. Let's go. You can't cheat the work. You can't cheat the work. Where y'all at? No, where y'all at? We working?
For today's finisher, we did tricep extensions. It was 10 casts in the gym, 500 reps as a collective. You put a heavy weight on there, something you can handle somewhere between 10 and 15 reps. Once you burn out, next man up, everybody get their work, everybody get their reps. So we got to get to 500. So we were just keeping count as we went. I started out with the stack, got about 10 at the stack, then dropped it down to 150, and then burned out from there. And then it's just next man up, and we just keep rotating until we get to 500 reps. This was an awesome finisher to chest day. Again, those triceps are very important when you're talking about putting up big numbers on the bench. So if you're trying to increase your bench press, don't forget about your secondary muscle groups. You gotta work those triceps. You gotta get them strong. They gotta have stamina. So this was an awesome way to finish the workout. It took us 4 rounds through with everybody to get to the 500 reps on those tricep extensions. The energy in the gym on Sunday was awesome. So, man, we got a good crew, man. You about to see some cats putting up some numbers. When you got a group and everybody pushing each other, you know, that's when you see growth. That's when you see numbers going up. That's when you see cats getting stronger because everybody's holding each other accountable. So if you got cats that you in the gym with, man, y'all hold each other accountable when it comes to form, when it comes to weight. Like you'll notice here, too light. Nah, we got to put some more weight on there for you. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure everybody getting their work and eating right. And that's the way that everybody gonna grow.
Yo, y'all saw what it was Sunday, chest day here at Groundwork Strength. It's your boy Benny Lou with 216 Muscle. Hey, yo, we had no handouts in the building, rocking. Got in some great work. Y'all saw that bench press going up to failure. Then we went with those rack presses, incline dumbbell presses with some heavyweight to failure. Then we went 500 reps on those tricep extensions. Everybody went to straight failure. Next man jump in. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned because we got more work lock and loaded for you. And remember, it's just work.